What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I have my little notes here. Not this side, that's this side right here. Not a lot of notes, but I'm going to be doing some talking in between the notes. Alright, I'm going to try not to be too angry about this. But, like all Cowboys fans, we all agree. Jason Garrett needs to go. Alright? Honestly, he does not have what it takes to bring this team to a Super Bowl. He doesn't. He doesn't have what it takes to bring the team to a Super Bowl. Just not in him. He doesn't have the smarts. I don't think he should be the head coach. Assistant head coach? Sure. Okay, that's fine. I'll give him that. Okay. So I'm going to give you the quick little Jason Garrett story type thing. We brought him on as one of our coaches in 05, and in the 05 season and the 06 season, he was our quarterback coach. Okay? And then after that, he got moved up to offensive coordinator starting in 07, and then he was our offensive coordinator from 07 to 10. And from 08 to 10, he was also our assistant head coach, along being the offensive coordinator. And then starting in 2011, that's when he became our head coach. Okay. Now the first 3 years, we went 8-8 with him as our head coach. Okay. Fine, I'll give him that because he wasn't the head coach. He didn't really make the decisions. You know, he was in the war room, but he didn't make decisions like Wade Phillips did. And honestly, he was terrible as our head coach too. And to be quite honest here, guys, we haven't really had a good head coach since Jimmy Johnson, like a good one that can lead us to a Super Bowl. Now, whoever that guy was after Jimmy Johnson, what was his name? I don't remember his name. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry. But anyway, he was not a good head coach. Okay, he led us to a Super Bowl, but honestly, it wasn't him. It was not his team. It was Jimmy Johnson's team that won the Super Bowl. That's a whole other story. But anyway, first 3 years we went 8-8 with him as our head coach. Fine, because like I said, it wasn't his team. He didn't draft those guys. It was Jason Garrett and Wade Phillips and whoever the draft head guy was at the time. But in 2014, we made it to the playoffs. After so many years, we made it to the playoffs. And we won the first game. Second game we lost. And I'm not gonna lie, it was honestly. I think this was the year. Yeah, it was the year that Dez made the catch that was overturned. And then recently they came out and said, yeah, that was a catch. Well, it's too late now, isn't it? But anyway, and then the next year we went 4-12. Now, granted, we went 4-12 because Tony Romo went down. We didn't have a good backup at that time. I'll give him that. But then the next year, 2016, we went 13-3. We lost the first playoff game that we were in that year. And then the year after that, we went 9-7. Dude, are you kidding me? Now, granted, last year we had trouble with injuries and with Zeke and his whole thing. But we went 13-3. Do you know the last time we went 13-3? We won the Super Bowl, bro. That was in the 90s when Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith were playing. We went 13-3, won the Super Bowl next year. 13-3, won the Super Bowl. Year after that, we missed the Super Bowl because Jimmy Johnson left. And then we got this new dude and then we got the new guy after him who brought him to the Super Bowl, but it wasn't his team though. It was Jimmy Johnson's team, and he proceeded to run that team into the ground because Jason Garrett's not Jason Garrett. Excuse me. Jerry Jones is the boss and likes to stick his nose in everything. How did a 13-3 team in the playoff not make it to the Super Bowl? Can someone explain that to me? And I know the playoffs are a different thing than the regular season, but the year after that we went 9-7, and a lot of people were saying, oh, it's because Zeke's whole suspension thing, and you guys had injuries. So the Philadelphia Eagles had half their team was in, half their starters were injured, and they still made it to the freaking Super Bowl somehow and beat the mighty New England Patriots. Okay? I don't understand it, but I know there's one common denominator, and that's Jason Garrett as our head coach. This guy cannot coach the team to a Super Bowl. He doesn't have what it takes. He's great as our assistant head coach. He's even good as our offensive coordinator. But he does not need to be our head coach. And the only reason why he's there is because Jerry Jones likes to have people that bend to his every will. Okay, Jerry Jones, you need to write the checks, be the owner, not the GM, and not everything else you are. Just be the owner. Let your son and the people you hired run the show. You don't need to stick your nose in everything. You don't know the game as well as the players or the coaches or whoever else is on the field. Jason Garrett is not a head coach. He's not a head coach. And I'll tell you the reason why Jimmy Johnson was fired was because he was not afraid to stand up to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones would go down on the field and tell him, you need to run this play. You need to start this guy. Why is this guy not playing? Why are you running this play? And Jimmy Johnson would look at him and be like, get off my field, okay? Jimmy Johnson was the best head coach the Cowboys ever had, period. Not Tom Landry. Tom Landry was good. He was the second best. But Jimmy Johnson was the best head coach the Cowboys ever had. And because he stood up to Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones didn't like it, he got fired. Jason Garrett wouldn't dare stand up to Jerry Jones because he's Jerry Jones' little pet. Jason Garrett needs to go. He's not a head coach, okay? He's not a head coach. He doesn't have what it takes to lead this team to the Super Bowl. And if Jerry Jones is fine being just a mediocre, sometime playoff team, then I don't know what to tell you. This dude needs to go too, then, if he's fine with that. But, so, that's all I have to say about this whole thing. Y'all know how I feel now. But yeah, Jason Garrett needs to go. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all got either like a laugh out of it, or if you guys agree with me, let me know. Love to read the comments down in the chat. Yeah, guys. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Dallas Cowboys for life, no matter who's playing, no matter who's our head coach, though. Even if we go 0-16, I'll still cheer for him no matter what. Anyway, guys, like I said, and I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Peace.